Hello folks, Heath Home here with an Ableton Live 11 quick tip video. Today I'd like to show you how to come up with an interesting and inspiring bass line using an existing drum sequence. So without further ado, let's dive in and see what's going on here. We've got a MIDI track in our project which contains a drum rack, and I've created a MIDI clip to play back the sounds of that drum rack, and this is the beat that I've created. It's a nice little deep house beat sound going on there. What I want to do next is hold down Alt Option on my keyboard, and I'm going to drag myself a copy of that MIDI clip over onto the second track in the project here, which is simply a MIDI track containing a standard Ableton operator synth. The next step I'm going to do is double click to open up this MIDI clip, and let's zoom in a bit so we can see the notes on the piano roll. And let's maybe start by playing this back so we can already hear what this sounds like. You can probably hear that's not all that far away from an okay sounding bass line already, but let's make a few changes here to spice this up a little bit. So let's maybe select all the lower notes, which were originally the kick drum in the drum sequence. Let's move those over one step. Let's maybe take the E note here, particularly as it doubles up sometimes, and let's mute that using 0 on our keyboards. And let's maybe take one of these D's here and let's move that up an octave, shift plus up arrow to do that. And then finally, let's maybe change the grid resolution a little bit and take this lower note here and let's shorten up the note. So we've made a little bit of variation here. So how does this sound? Pretty good. Let's now go to the Ableton operator itself and maybe just make that sound a little bit better. Let's go to oscillator B, change the coarse tuning a little bit and bring in its volume, and let's take a listen to that. Nice. And then we could use this time parameter down here on the global shell to kind of lengthen or shorten the notes a bit. Works good for me. And now let's drop our drums in. And there you have it, folks. That's a little quick way of coming up with rhythmic, interesting and inspiring bassline ideas. I hope you've enjoyed this quick tip video. Of course, if you can, give it a thumbs up, share it on to the community, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Happy music making. See ya.